There's something that I usually do, how I respond to push down comments. Comments that come with not just voices of negativity, comments that come to weaken your energy. How to respond to push down comments. Your response must not be vocal all the time. I'm in a conversation with someone. I'm discussing about things I want to do and things I plan to do in the future, not in deep details. Remember, you don't go in deep details about your future activities. So I'm talking to someone and I'm trying to, get perspective on what I'm about to do. This is a practice that I do all the time, and there is it's not just a spiritual response that I receive. I also receive a healthy response from myself, from within. So when I say I want to do something and someone comes up to me and be like, why do you think you're capable of doing such thing or achieving such thing? There is something I usually say within me, and I say, do you know who I am? Not being prideful or being arrogant with the statement, but do you know who I am? Do you know the foundation that I'm standing on? Do you know the mantle placed upon me for you to tell me that I said I want to do something, and then you're telling me that I can't do it because you've assessed me enough to know that from your end it's impossible for me? And my response to such statements is, do you know who I am? That's a kind of level of confidence that you need for yourself. Even if you're unable to vocalize it, you have to speak to yourself. Whenever I do that, when you're planning something that's amazing that wants to happen, you're excited, but in your heart you have this doubt of if it will ever be accomplished, or if you have the capacity, or if you will ever have the resources. But something that will keep your spirits alive and make you enthusiastic is by telling yourself that you're not just an ordinary person. Do you know who I am? If you're capable of telling the person, you can. Do you know who I am? Do you know the foundation I'm standing on? Do you understand? Do you know the mantle placed upon me? Anytime I say this, I get a shocking wave from the back of my head to like the cortex of my brain. Like I receive the information that I need. Immediately, I know that I am equipped, I am able to achieve whatever I want to do regardless of your comments. As a matter of fact, your comment is a booster for me. This is like a practice that I do whenever I hear it. Sometimes the person might not be speaking to me. I've done this with the most random thing online, and someone is speaking about who or which people cannot do this. I think it was a statement about how it is difficult for you to assume or to achieve a wealth status if your background or wherever you're coming from is not already wealthy. And I told myself, and I was responding to that comment in my head, do you know who I am? Do you know what I'm standing on? That is an energy boost. And anytime you hear someone try to downgrade your goals or your future plans of elevation, always repeat that statement. Do you know who I am? Do you know what I'm standing on? Do you know who's at my back and who's at my front? Those people around me, the mountain I'm standing on, the foundation I'm standing on, they can't make me fall. You have to repeat that statement repeatedly. It's like an affirmation you say to yourself every day. So whenever you hear someone downgrading you or telling you things that will shut you down and make you push that thing aside, repeat the statement and then remember that the person that placed the wherever this information is coming from, whoever gave you access to this information from your mind also placed something within you to achieve it. So whoever that person is not aware of what you carry to achieve such a thing or to achieve such an idea that came from within you. You need to remember who you are in God, how you exist within Him. Nobody from outside, nobody can tell you who you are when you know who you are. Do you understand? Nobody have the authority to tell you who you are. You should know who you are. So when someone tries to tell you, you correct them and say, that's not who I am. Or when someone tries to project on you, you do not assimilate. There are some words that people call us and tell us that, oh, you're this person. They barely know you. They've met you once or twice, and they create an impression about you in their mind without proper access to you. Even your significant other, it's difficult for you to know them in a space of 5 years. Sometimes you get new information after the 10th year. So imagine someone meeting you for a couple of times and then they tell you who you are. You are in every position to tell them, I am not that person. I know who I am. You don't have to project who you are, thinking who you are to me. A lot of things, a lot of problems, a lot of emotions that people carry are projections from other people because they've internalized people's character that was projected on them. So remember these words. Anytime you go through doubt, anytime you go through identity crisis, character assassination, where they try to tell you who you are, remember these statements. I know who I am. I know what I'm standing on. I know what I'm capable of. I know who is at my back. I know who is at my front. And I know that all things will work together for my good. And whatever voice that has been spoken on me, judging me, speaking for me when I gave that person or that entity no authority is not for me. Say this repeatedly.